Okay, so I will explain you about what is the difference between uh, direct proportion and inverse proportion. Okay, so first we learn about direct proportion. So direct proportion is applies when I increase one variable, so for example x, and what happened to the y? So y is also increased. So it's called a direct proportion. And if I decrease the value of x, and the value of y will be decreased also. So this will be the direct. Direct means if one goes up, the other goes up, and one goes down, so the other goes down. So the formula of direct proportion is y equals k times x. So see, it is direct, k, y, and x. So what is k? K is a matter of constant. So what is constant? Constant is something that is unchanged throughout the one question, throughout the situation. So this is a constant. And if we learn about the inverse proportion, so inverse proportion is the other way around. So if I increase the value of x, so the value of y will be decreased. And vice versa. If I decrease the value of x, the other variable will be increased. So the formula is y equals k over x. It is inverse. Inverse means you use the fraction. Again, k is a constant that is unchanged throughout the formula, throughout the question. So I will give you one example about direct proportion and one example about inverse proportion. So here. So this is the question. I take it from the book. So 108 identical books have a mass of 30 kilograms. So we have two variables, amount of books and also the mass, right? So you have to think which is what kind of the question is. Is it what kind of proportion is the question? It is direct proportion. Why? Because if you increase the amount of book, the mass is also getting heavier, right? So that's called direct proportion. So for example, you have B and M. So if it is in direct proportion, you have to put the formula B equals K times M. You just change the value of the variables of X and Y becomes B and M, book and mass. So I put it here, 108 identical book is something that we don't know yet times by the mass, right? So you can find the value of K that is constant and or unchanged throughout the question. So it will be 108 over 30. You just move the 30 to the left. So if I make it simple, just 108 divided by 30 using calculator. 108 divided by 30, you will get 18 over 5. So for number one, the mass of 150 such books. So you have to find the mass, right? So the formula will be mass equals book over K. That's for question one, the first question. So mass equals book 150 over 18 over 5, or 150 times 5 over 18, right? 150 times 5 over 18. So you will get the value as 41.666 and so on. And if you want to convert into a fraction, just 41.2 over 3 kilograms. And the second question is quite simple. Why? Because the question is asking you for the number of books. So you have to go to this original, the number of books. So B equals K times M. The K is unchanged throughout the question. Again, I will repeat that terms because it will be the key times by 20. So you will get times 4, 52 books, right? Because the number of books. I give you another question about the direct proportion, and you can, as you can see, direct proportion is always giving you the idea of one increase and the other increase. So I will give you one more number. So I think you haven't learned about the inverse proportion. So later on, focus on the direct proportion. So this will be number 8. If B is directly proportional to A, so B is directly proportional to A. So this will be our first understanding. Okay, B equals 3 when A equals 18. So b equals 3 when a is 18. So you can get the value of k 3 over 18, or you can simplify by 1 by 6, right? To 1 by 6. So this is the value of k. Now find the value of b when a equals 24. Find the value of b when a is 24. You just put it k times a, right? So the k is unchanged, the a is changing 24. So this will be crossed out and you will get 4. Done. Okay, one more number I think to enhance your understanding about the direct proportion. So now we focus on the direct proportion first. Wait, I'm copying the paper, the files, the question, I mean. And this is a complete question. One more question and we are done. So this is a simple explanation. If x is directly proportional to y, okay, so if x is directly proportional to y, if it is inverse, so x equals k over y. But we are talking about the direct proportion. Okay, so x equals 4.5 where y equals 3. So 4.5 equals k times 3. So the k will be, you put the 3 to the left side, so 4.5 over 3, and you will get 1.5, right? 4.5 divided by 3. So first, what is an equation connecting x and y? So the first equation will be x equals 1.5y, or you can make into a fraction 3 over 2y. And second, so both of them are same, either or. Second, find the value of x when y equals 6. Oh, very simple. Just put x equals 3 over 2, put 6 here, and you cross out the 2 and 6 becomes 3 times 3, 9. And third, last question. The value of y when x equals 12. The value of y when x equals 12. So you just put the formula. I think I better use the fraction one. So 12 equals 3 over 2y. So how do you find y? So it's a pure algebra. Y equals 12 divided by 3 over 2, or 12 times 2 over 3. And you just cross it out, and 4 times 2 equals 8. Okay, so that's 3 of the question about direct proportion. Later on, we will discuss about inverse proportion. Okay, that's all.